Hi everyone and welcome to this video. I wanted to do a quick video today with some support and some information on the energies that a lot of people might be feeling. The context, of course, is that we are in this huge shift in consciousness. We are receiving a lot of cosmic energies that are of higher frequencies than our physical bodies have held. And we have been releasing and clearing a lot throughout the years. Some people have been doing this consciously for a long time. Some people are just waking up to this and suddenly now becoming more sensitive. So one of the messages I've been receiving today is that these days that we are in now, there are a lot more people on this planet that are becoming more energetically open or having maybe their first experiences of being more energetically sensitive. There's the gift with being more sensitive and being open and experiencing this, even though we have challenging days when things are clearing and it might feel a bit yucky and uncomfortable, and we might go into the resistance and feel emotions that aren't good, maybe physically not feeling good and it not making any sense. Those days when we are more sensitive and we are open, even though it's easy to go into resistance to it because we feel on a very conscious level these things, it is a gift in the sense that we can consciously move through what is coming up. We can consciously choose to release what is coming up in the body. So whether that's presenting itself as any physical symptom or whether it's an emotion that might be an old emotion just coming up to be released. It's like when you have clogged drains and you put something in it to clear it up. Even though you have clear water moving through the drain, on the other side of the drain you will see muddy, yucky water coming out. It's not because of the frequency or the clear water coming in, it's because the density that has been held is being seen on the way out. So the emotions moving up in the body, coming up and out in the body, are just coming up because it has been held in the body. So it's, you can just imagine it like an energetic ball being in the body holding an emotion. And as there's cosmic light, as there's higher frequencies moving into the body, this is being moved. So there's a higher frequency meeting the lower frequency. Both can't be in the same place at the same time. So this is pure physics. This that has a lower frequency has to start moving. It has to start to clear out. And just like in the clogged drain, that dirt that has been in the drain, just like this emotion of a lower frequency, will start moving and clearing, and we will feel it as it's moving out of the body. So what is important on those days that you're experiencing this is to use that awareness and use that sensitivity as your strength. Not going into the victim mode, that there's something wrong with me, oh I'm feeling this again, oh am I back where I was 8 years ago or 2 years ago or 3 months ago when I always felt this and I thought I had moved through this and cleared this out. Instead saying that, oh there's this emotion again, I know this is old, I know this is not where I'm at right now, but there is more of it which is held in my physical body, and so as it's moving out I'm feeling it. And if I'm just open and I'm surrendering to it, I'm allowing that emotion to move through my body. I'm sorry. As I'm allowing that emotion to move through my body and I'm just watching it and letting it actually release and move out of my body, instead of seeing it and feeling it and then attaching to it by thinking that there's something wrong with me. What is this? I need to grab onto it. If we're holding it, we're not letting it release from the body. But if we're just surrendering, allowing that emotion and having the awareness, using our sensitivity as a strength, and to let it release, it will actually move out of the body, and we will have more space for that high frequency moving into our bodies and activating and creating everything new in the physical body as well, because there's a lot that has been shifting energetically over the last years, and there will be really a lot of changes the rest of this year and also throughout 2023. So what I'm receiving now is that we are in preparation for really this next 1.5 years. I keep being shown September this year as well, so I would expect some changes to happen then specifically. What exactly and how it's going to look and when exactly is impossible for me to say. I have not received anything of it, and timelines are constantly shifting depending on the collective, depending on the cosmic energies, depending on the earth. As more people are waking up, as more people are becoming conscious, as more people are using their energy and the power of the mind to focus the energy and coming into the heart and actually using all of this in a coherent way and directing the energy, the timelines are shifting really, really a lot. So it's impossible to say anything specific on timelines. It feels imminent that there are big shifts going to happen, and I'm then talking collectively. But I have at least received the rest of this year, and also throughout 23, because 2024 is going to look very different. There's a lot that will have shifted on this planet up to that year. And then there will be integration and more new systems being anchored the years coming after that. Now, today has been one of those days in my experience, and I have also received messages and talked with people that have had the same kind of experience today, and also people messaging asking about if I have some information on what's going on today because they're feeling really weird. Maybe symptoms, many people having headache and just feeling like things are heavy, old emotions coming up. For me, I had a nightmare last night, and I really rarely have nightmares. Then when I fell back to sleep, I slept hours longer than I normally sleep. So when I woke up and I watched my phone to see what time it was, I actually checked another watch as well, just in case my phone was telling me something wrong, which is quite funny or to look back at. But yeah, I slept many hours, so apparently there was a lot the body needed to release, to relax from. And at a specific hour today, and I've heard others experiencing this at the same hour that I did, I started having physical symptoms that didn't make any sense at all. As always, when it comes to physical symptoms or anything you're moving through in relation to that, use your intuition, contact a doctor if you need to, because I'm talking about the energetics. I'm not a medical doctor. Really important. It's become clear to me throughout the day today that what I both experienced in that nightmare was very old emotions, very familiar emotions to me, but I haven't experienced it for years in that sense. It was taking place in the present, but a sort of a context and a situation that I haven't experienced for many, many years, which I now understand and see that has a lot to do with the personal work I've been doing for the last couple of weeks and the clearing I've been going through, which I also explain a bit on in the last video I put out a couple of days ago. I will put a link to that video if you haven't watched it, so I I won't repeat that in this video for those that have watched it. And this with the masculine and feminine energy. It feels like this is sort of like just one of those days in this transformation we're moving through. So this transformation is not a one day, it's not a 1 week, it's not a month, it's long. And we will experience those days, and often they come after there has been coming in a lot of cosmic energies, or there's been a lot of high frequency coming up from the inner earth, and we have this sort of reaction in the body of the higher frequency moving in, something denser in the body coming out to be released. And what is important is to remember not to attach to it, not to make it into something that is wrong about you, not making it into you have done something wrong, and not taking it on your identity. It's important to stay as open and clear. So imagine this just a pillar of light that we all are, and let it move through that pillar of light. Let it just move through the light and release, because there's a lot releasing, because we are being prepared to actually hold and be in a whole different frequency on this planet physically. So our bodies needs to clear out. And even though we've been doing this work for a long time, there are I have a bit of resistance to say the last clearing out of specific things, but that's how it feels. When I say resistance, it's because we will constantly keep changing, shifting, evolving. So it will never stop in that sense. What is happening now is that our energy centers are expanding. So our whole body is shifting and changing. Our energetic body is starting to, they're showing me now as I'm talking, the energetic body is starting to restructure. The chakras expanding. There are more points in the energetic system in the body and in the field around the body, which is starting to activate. And as this is happening, it's sort of the fundament, it's the basis for the shift in the physical body as well. And we have these light codes in our cells, in our DNA, which is activating by the cosmic frequencies coming in and by the frequencies coming up from the inner earth. There's a lot of shifting. It's almost like I can hear this trembling from the earth as I'm talking now, when I'm tuning into the earth. Yeah, it's like it's moving like this. It's really like trembling. So it feels like it's a very physical thing at the moment. If you don't have this experience today, or any of these other days close to today, don't make that wrong. That's also very important. If this doesn't resonate with your experience at the moment, you just leave it. This message is meant to put a context for what is happening, and to remind you that there's nothing wrong with you. It's not because you're doing something wrong, and this is a part of the bigger process that we are in. Energetically, we have these shifts happening, and therefore a lot of people will have certain experiences at the same time, because they're attuned sort of to the same bandwidth of frequency. Doesn't mean that it's something wrong if you don't experience it, and it might be that you will feel it with a whole different type of energy coming in. Now this feels like it's clearing and making space for quite a strong incoming energy. So I would expect that within a few days from now. Let me just tune in to see if there's something more. Yeah, they're just saying this, that this is, it's all part of a natural process. Remember to, excuse me. They're saying remember to stay detached from the collective. Now this is not about not caring and not having the empathy of whatever is unfolding on the world stage, or will unfold on the world stage, or people will experience around us. It is about seeing it, holding the space for it, but not holding on to it. We do not have to experience everything everyone else is experiencing, even though we can have empathy with them. We don't have to take it on, hold it in our body. So having that detachment at the same time as we have the compassion, the love, the care for others. Yeah, they're saying that what's currently going on is an attunement, because there will be a lot of energy coming in. We are preparing for a rather huge wave of energy, they're saying. Yeah, so this is an attunement from, okay, it's becoming more clear. So the clearing that I've been talking about in my previous video a couple of days ago, that clearing, what's happening now is an attunement after that clearing, preparing us for a huge energy wave coming in. So it is about preparing the physical body, the emotional body, the mental body. So whether you're feeling it physically, you're feeling it emotionally, you're feeling it mentally, it's that recalibration, attunement of it after what has been clearing out. Now attuning so that we can hold that huge wave coming in. For me today, I've been feeling it physically, but on an emotional and mental level, I've been feeling just amazing and just so aligned and so clear. So it's been like the really different experiences in those bodies. Energetically as well, everything is very clear to me today, or become more clear throughout today, I'll rather say. But physically, it's been very different. And of course, with the nightmare I experienced last night, that was a lot of emotions coming up and clearing out. And as I gain more clarity on that throughout today and throughout a couple of conversations that I've been having, I've been seeing what happened, and then everything has been sort of clearing energetically as well. So it's all intertwined, it's all interconnected. And with that wave coming in, they're also reminding us to not go into any fear. So this is a positive thing, even though we are always seeing, as I've been saying in several videos, a lot of people leaving the planet by their own choice from a higher perspective at this time, or the bodies can't hold that higher frequency, so some people will opt out. That's of choice, right? So there's nothing to fear in that sense. There's nothing bad that will happen. It's really just higher frequencies, and because those that are more open and the first people becoming more sensitive to this are here in order to help to ground those higher frequencies, are here to assist those that are experiencing this a bit later, because we have moved through waves before, we have moved through a lot of shifts, processes in ourselves, looking at our own bullshit, clearing it out, and we keep doing that. But as we have been in training, and so that when this is happening and we are attuning now to that wave coming in, it is so that we can also hold the space, and we can assist and help ground and really hold that energy as good as we can, and assist the earth and assist the beings around us, humans, animals if they need it, when the higher frequencies and those waves are coming in. So we're just attuning, recalibrating for that, and we're doing it so much more easy on ourselves if we are remembering not to make it wrong, not to make it mean that I'm back where I was, or that you're becoming ill, or whatever it might be that you go into of patterns of thought. Let me just see if there's any last messages. Yeah, they're reminding me of the same thing as I mentioned in the last video as well. Follow your intuition. Many people will start having more strong intuitive hits. Listen to them, and it will be more of it leading up to that wave that they're showing me. Yeah, now they're just saying we are in preparation mode. Let go and release. So I hope this is helpful. I hope this could support you. If you know someone who might have help from this, please share the video. And thank you to everyone liking and commenting on the videos. It's very helpful, and I know a lot of people also really appreciate other comments, because so many are experiencing the same thing or the same thematics, just wrapped in a different experience. So always seeing others, how they're moving through it, what they're experiencing, and they can relate, can also be really helpful. So thank you, everyone. I wish you a good day. Take really good care of yourself. Remember to drink a lot of water. Follow your intuition. Trust you before anyone else. And have a lot of compassion for others as well. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.